This is a Normal Nerds podcast where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And what else feel like talking about? I'm your host, Maxwell Cerisio.
And I'm your host, who is heartbroken in so many ways, Davis Bates.
This episode is our weekly anime review, so sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
Weekly anime review.
Yes, weekly anime review.
Another big one.
And it's Christmas season!
It is Christmas season. Thanksgiving has come and gone.
Yep.
So now we finally get to celebrate.
Time for the greatest time of the year.
Yes. The greatest time of the year.
Greatest feeling of the year. Summer's the greatest time of the year.
Wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Summer's the greatest time of the year. This is the most good feeling time of the year.
Yes.
Everyone's happier and better, and if you're not, you're kind of just being lame.
Yeah,
anyways, yeah. So this is, so we got our Christmas setup going. We got our stockings. More will come in time when we get our stuff together and don't just decorate the day off. But we're a work in progress. But yes, we have the anime review though.
Yes. But let's hop right into the anime because we've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, of course.
As always, great animes on the docket.
Oh my god, they were all great this week.
Yeah, they were all great.
Now that they weren't.
This might be one of the shorter conversations we have.
Yes.
I feel like because a lot of things happen in every episode, but we'll get into it. Let's start out with the anime of the year.
Okay.
Guaranteed anime of the year.
Course.
Guaranteed.
Of course.
I will guarantee it. Jujutsu Kaisen season
2. I understand all the memes I've been seeing now about JJK readers every week. Oh, all my favorite characters are dead.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I understand all of that now because god damn it, Nanami's dead.
Yeah, I know.
My favorite character, one of my favorite characters, might have been my favorite character. I don't know, is dead. It sucks. It sucks so much. Fuck Mojito. Piece of shit.
The worst.
Piece of shit. Came after Nanami after he already been burned to a crisp and was fighting all of his little goons and all that stuff. And just like, I've always been here. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, I know.
Fight him like a man, you dumb curse.
No, Mojito's always been lame. I do love Mojito though. Yuji when Yuji fights him. I just love that. Like we've seen Mojito just get his face kicked in so many times.
I know. It's
That's
amazing.
Like a normal. But yeah, Nanami, really beautiful scene of him at the beach where like he wanted to be and dance. I will say this. I saw there was a weird thing in the audio there. It's fine. I will say this. Nanami's voice actor is very good, except when he's screaming or anything. It just doesn't sound.
It doesn't sound. Well, we never hear it again. So
yeah, I know, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it didn't sound right. I agree.
As he's like, I was like, ugh, Nanami.
He's very. It's like very like. It's like a very raspy sort of weird thing. Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't understand it, but. Sadly, we'll never have to ever see it again.
Yes.
I'm very concerned about what this will do to Yuji and all that stuff. It seemed to galvanize him.
It did seem to. I like how he was so calm. So Yuji's when Yuji and Mojito are walking towards each other, and that thing is like pushing him against the wall.
That was a great scene.
And Yuji's just pure focus.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I like this Yuji.
I like this Yuji a lot.
He's just so focused.
And once again, if Yuji had a good curse power, Mojito would be a blood stain on the ground. This is ridiculous. Oh, it's this super strong punching. That's great and all that stuff. It takes him so long to charge up the curse punch that like if he was fighting like I don't know, like even like Toji, Mojito would be dead like 8 times over. It's ridiculous. Definitely. Mojito, it's so stupid.
Toji doesn't have curse powers.
I know, but he can kill curses still.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
Curse weapons.
That's
and he's fast, and he punches fast.
He does punch fast.
Regardless, if he was fighting like that, Mojito would be so dead. But it's because Yuji has like just shit powers overall.
Dude, this episode showed how strong he is.
Insanely. Yeah,
when he was kicking that thing and it was moving it back, I was like,
yeah, and that's my point. Like if he hit it with a curse punch or something like that, like a real curse technique, not just like I'm gonna channel curse energy into a regular punch. Yeah. That thing would have been disintegrated.
It would have.
It'd have been destroyed instantly. The fight was amazing. Don't get me wrong. It was. Even though this was a lower animation episode. The animation was still amazing.
Insane, yeah.
It was still amazing. Obviously, it wasn't the episode before,
no.
But this was amazing animation still. Maybe the map writers are given, or maybe the map studios are given a little bit of a break to the animators.
We'll see. I know there's a lot of talks.
I don't know. Yeah,
there's a lot of talks.
What I like is we're still getting previews for the next episode, so that always gives me hope that the next episode's gonna it's the week we don't get a preview, that's when we worried that like they're not getting
apparently this episode wasn't finished either. Apparently wasn't.
What is finished to these guys? Like Jesus Christ!
It up, I don't know.
It was a beautiful episode.
It was a great episode.
Yeah.
Once again, the
animation. They're fighting the elevator.
The animation wasn't the one before. at the same time, I wouldn't even like if that was the animation every week.
No, that'd be too much.
That'd be way too much.
I like when it's special.
I appreciate it. And it's awesome, but
Naruto didn't whip it out like that all the time. So I like that. I think it's a good way to keep that. You know.
But the fight was awesome. Nanami dying, super sad.
Yeah. It looks like, I mean, it was sad. I'm really worried about what it's gonna do to oh god, what's his name? Inoa, the guy who wears the mask.
Oh yeah,
I think that's his name.
If he's still alive.
If he's still alive. Oh, they caught him. They caught him. So
he's
you know,
still alive.
I would love to see because he like idolized Nanami, so it's gonna be tough to see. Yeah, really heart wrenching too to see that that super great kid that died in the prequel that we just we loved too, and like Nanami obviously that was just like his best bud. So
the only thing is I don't know if it's the amount of anime I watch or how much I already anticipated all this, but man, I was just like with characters' deaths, I haven't had a heart-wrenching death in a long time in anime. Not to be dying was sad, but I was like, oh, that was sad.
Oh, it was a gut punch for me.
I mean,
I didn't cry or anything.
It wasn't really even like a gut punch. I was just like, oh.
I didn't wuss on it, but I was like, oh.
I was just like, oh, that's sad.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
I really like you.
Yeah. It's sad because I liked him a lot.
I love Nanami.
But I was just like,
I think I liked him more as a character than you did.
You did.
He's so high on my list.
Yeah, he was really cool, but I was just like, that sucks.
It does. And Mahito had to be the one to get him. Yeah. I hate Mahito.
I don't know.
When he was yelling back at Yuji, it really pissed me off too. That was great.
That didn't annoy me.
Yeah, it was like,
fuck
you.
Yeah, he sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It felt like an Ace's death to me, where I'm like, oh, that's really sad.
I would not go that far. It was more than an Ace's death for me.
Well, I would say it was like
Ace's death to me was like, oh, that's super sad for Luffy, but this was super sad for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I meant as in I was like impact wise for me. I was like, oh, character death, that sucks. Yeah.
I'll see what it does moving forward, but still.
Yeah. I mean, it will have less of an impact than Ace's death. That's a fact.
Yes, I agree with that. Unless it unlocks Yuji's full power potential, I don't know.
It would still have a less of an impact.
I don't know. The show's insane. You never know. That
a One Piece thing, I don't think the show can even have something that would have an impact that a One Piece thing could have.
I don't know. That's possible. It exists. We'll see.
But yes, it was sad, and I like the way they did it a lot. Like how he was on the beach and how he was moving, and the music was phenomenal, and it was really good.
Still don't need to see what's under his knife blade thing. Ugh.
Nami's scene still is one of my favorite scenes of the season when he comes walking in and beats the shit out of the blonde-haired kid.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorite scenes of the season. One of my favorites. Not my favorite.
Yeah, there's a million.
Yeah. And the way he died, he's like, what did he say to Yuji? He's like, now it's your turn.
Yeah, leave the rest to you.
We leave the rest to you. That's a great line.
And he was debating it too. It's like, I don't want to burden the kid and all that stuff. They said it anyways. It's like,
And then the fight was just really sick.
It was good. It was a good fight.
I can't. First of all, when Yuji runs and those two guys are there and we need help, I was like, Yuji, come on!
You're not that stupid.
He is, but
you're not that stupid.
But I was like, God damn it!
Yeah, I want one of these times, because Mahito keeps talking about how he's messing with Yuji's mental, all this crap and all that, using transformed humans and all that shit. I just want you just say fuck it at one point and then just start barreling through shit. And Mahito's not know what to do. Mm-hmm. Actually, I want that curse to get so scared, and I want him to run away as Yuji just bears down on him. Mm-hmm. I want it so bad.
I think I do love the one scene. I can't remember exactly what it was because there's so much happening. Once again, the animation was nuts.
Yeah, it was.
Where he Yuji punches through a hand or something of his, and Mahito's that was close.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang.
I was like, oh boy, yeah, because Yuji knows the whole shape, knows the whole shape of his soul, so somehow he can that's how he can hurt Mahito. I don't really know how that all works. Usually I still understand how just using curse energy shouldn't affect Mahito.
Yeah, no,
it's weird. It's weird. But regardless,
when the one scene where he pulled the kid with his hand, Yuji, and he stabbed it. And I was
my god! I really hated Mahito. I really hated Mahito this episode. I was really raging. I was like, Yuji, rip his head off! And now there was two of them.
Yeah, and Nabarro. Oh, that's going to be sick. I don't know. Her curse power. I've always loved her curse power.
I love her curse power. I'm worried as shit, though.
Well, I did Mahito being he's oh, so she needs to be close to you. So I was like, no, that's not true.
Not really. You will
find it. I'm not worried. She'll win.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think she'll win.
Mahito is such a higher level curse.
But I think it's his second body. So I don't think it's going to be as strong.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, though. I don't know if he needs to have now, if Nabarro
died, I'm going to be livid. I'll be living.
Yeah, if any of the trio dies.
If any of the trio dies, I'll be like, no!
But I don't know. It could just be a full Mojito. Like, he has perfect control of his soul, so like, why couldn't he just make a new one?
Yeah,
in full power. I don't think he had, because he has no real mass. Like,
he does have no real mass.
So
but it seems like, I don't know. I feel like, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't know if it's. I'm interested to see how that fight goes, because I think Nabarro is going to need a lot of help.
I did
he
like
was such a higher level.
Yeah, well, I did like Nabarro being like, she's like, I didn't get to show up my last fight, so this fight I'm really going to show up in.
That'd be cool.
Like,
and
right,
did she learn Black Flash in the last fight? I totally forgot about that.
I don't remember.
Because she was talking about how, like, remember that feeling, and it cuts to her doing Black Flash.
Oh.
So that'd be cool. This was definitely a low, like, compared to what we've had, it's been a lower key episode, even though so much happened.
I know.
Like, in like terms of like a regular anime episode, this would have been like, if it's any other anime, this would have been like the one of the biggest episodes of the season. And it's also just like, oh man, yeah. Well, we watched a Buddha soldier in the last episode walk through slices and adapt to them somehow. Infinite slices. Adapt to an infinity.
Well, once again, this arc is like, you're so right. It's just, once again, this episode was just a fight. It's just like every episode is just fight.
More.
With like,
more.
Like 5 minutes of something that's like good for the story. It's really good. I like it.
It shows that good storytelling can be done in a minimalist form.
Yeah, and with sick fighting.
Yeah, with sick fighting.
Yeah. Well, I think that's like what it is. It's just like, we don't need too much storytelling in this arc. Like, we understand, like, they started out the arc with storytelling. It's like, we understand now what's going on. I do see the preview, May. We're going to see some of that fight.
Yeah, finally.
A lot of Nabarro, so that's always good,
That's always good, too, yeah. Although I really just want to watch Yuji's fight. That's all I want to see.
I really want to watch Nabarro's fight.
I know, because, I like Nabarro, not as much as you do. I think this is one of those Nanami situations where you like the character way more than I do.
Yes.
But, I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think it'll be fun to watch. I really like her power and all that shit. But God, I don't know. Yuji's fight to me right now, maybe because I got Nanami so much. Yuji's fight to me is just so much more interesting. Just like this means so much more to him.
It does. It definitely does.
I want to see that fight really bad.
I wonder what Toto's gonna show up too.
Yeah.
He's in the preview.
He is in the preview. For the love of God, the opening. And for the love of God, where is Yuta?
I know.
Show up, kid. Answer your text messages.
I love that meme where he's like on a plane right when he gets like. Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, there's only like 5 or 6 episodes left. So.
Yeah, so hopefully, please don't. Artists, I know you're probably getting the shit kicked out of you, but please don't strike until the end of the season. I know it'd be the best time for you to get leverage, but please don't do it. I really want to see the end of the season. But yeah.
Yeah. We'll see, though. Great episode.
As always. Every Thursday, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, even though it was Thanksgiving, I was like, gotta watch it.
I watched it that day. Yeah, of course.
I didn't, but I had to travel that day and stuff like that, and football.
Good thing's gone. I was in the woods.
But let's move on to the next anime. Spy X Family Season
26 plus.
26 plus. This episode was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It's like, Spy X Family can do it all.
Yeah, it can.
Yes, it can. This episode was a fighting episode, and it was really good.
Yep, you want your cake and eat it too. This was this might have been my favorite episode of the season so far. I think mainly because it was just such a big Yor episode.
Yeah.
And not just like Yor for fighting.
Probably.
Yeah, and not just like Yor for fighting. It was Yor for like figuring out her priorities in life and knowing that she loves the family.
I know, it's so good.
And
we get to see she's like from a small little weird town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I think we knew that though, didn't we?
Yeah, but I feel like we didn't have such detail of the outside.
Sure, okay, that's fair. Yeah, she's
also her neighbor is Mrs. Neighbor.
I didn't even catch that.
I
didn't even catch that. That's really good. That's really good. Good storytelling, guy. Girl, whoever wrote this.
I love it.
This was but this episode, the assassin killing was insane. The music was great. Didn't match, but I love that it didn't match the entire scene where they're just obliterating the assassins.
Legit killing.
Oh, 100%. Like, this is the most graphic episode we've ever had in the show.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's spectacular. That's what we're talking about. They can do it all. Like, you have an episode with Starlight Anya's, her biggest thing is throwing a dodgeball.
Yeah.
And then you have this episode where they're literally ripping people's throats out.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap. It's like, oh, this is now, oh God, what's the show called? Paradise. What was the fucking one?
Parasite?
No. What was the one we reviewed last season? That was
Neverland.
Nope.
Paradise. Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise. Yeah, where there's like that. That was like the next most gory show I've seen. God, that was definitely more than this. But this was pretty close. Like, she's just like,
it was very gory.
Well, there's a scene where she's like fighting this big strong man, and she's just like obliterating him, and there's blood everywhere. It's like, I think he's dead. I think you got him.
Shout out to probably JoJo there. I thought
probably is. Yeah, that was good.
I love the director being like, he's like cleaning up. That one scene where she's like running and like he's like behind her with the broom.
Yeah, the one scene where like it just keeps cutting to like a new assassin. I am the assassin of Wire.
That was great. Yeah.
I am the assassin of Hoops, whatever that was.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
I don't know.
He said it, but I was like, I'm not even.
I don't even know. It was some Eastern thing. Yeah, you're all dead. There was like 4 of them too. This kept doing. I was like, this is poetry. This is poetry. You're making this serious fight super funny. And Anya just out there. It's like, oh my god, pretty colors. Look at this. Thank God that she couldn't read the minds during this. Like all the terror that was probably going through. That would fuck a kid up.
Lloyd's like only line in the entire episode was pretty much just like, he's like, why is she so excited about every single color that pops up? But I love the start of it all with the sniper and Yor throws that thing like halfway across the ship,
and he managed to dodge.
And which she noticed.
I know.
Which I was like, I love the director. I love the director.
He's awesome.
Badass.
Yeah. Too bad he's down for the count right now.
Yeah, he got wrecked pretty hard.
Yeah.
But Yor just being so strong and powerful. One of my favorite scenes in the entire episode, action-wise, was when the fight first starts and she jumps up and just straight up kicks this dude in the head, and he goes bounces like 5 times and flies off the ship.
And the grenades go up under the water too.
Yeah, that was
great.
She kicked him so hard, and I was like, "This is gonna be." The animation was awesome. The fighting was awesome, and like you said, the realization for Yor to be like, she couldn't get Anya and Lloyd out of her mind at first, and it's like she's like, remember when she's like, if I die, blah blah. She's like, or she gets a haircut because the guy like cut her hair. I was like, oh.
Like I said, they had one of those scenes during this super intense fighting and all this stuff. It was like, what the hell? How are you sneaking this in?
Also, they did a good job like making me really hate the guy who smells the perfume. I don't know.
Yeah,
I do not like that.
Yeah, guy. Neither do I. I want him dead so bad.
Yeah, I don't like
I want him to be scared of Yor. He's not scared of Yor. It's like, I would be scared. All the assassins there were scared of Yor, minus the stupid 4 that like kept cutting from scene to scene without like couldn't take her. I want him to be scared of Yor, but they're not, and he's really annoying. My big thing about that too was like, I love that. We got to see like she used to do it for Yuri. I like that her initial thing was like, make Yuri's life good and all this stuff, and then that seems to just be transferring over into Anya and the family now, or maybe even Yor like doing this like so that she can be happy and have her family and all this stuff, which would be really really cool. When the director did that, when she got that scene where it's like, if you get hurt too bad, I'll just tell the forgers that you got transferred, and she was like, hey, I don't want that.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, yes.
I also love
Lloyd will recognize her. Oh my god, that one got me.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. I was like, because you wanted to be such a happy family.
I know. You want this family to be real. That's what you want it to be.
You do.
Not some fake sham family.
They
will
be real.
They will be real one day. They will be real one day. The moment Lloyd stops being blind to Yor.
Yeah, and Yor also being kind of blind because like,
she's just stupid.
The director had such a great line too when he's like, oh, look at all these assassins, but he's like they're nothing compared to the Garden.
I know.
I was like, I really shouldn't be rooting for an assassin organization, but the Garden's so cool.
So cool.
What a cool name for an organization.
They're awesome.
Also, when she kicked that guy off and he blew up the grenades, I love how she turns and looks at all of them with her like intense Yor face. I'd be like, I regret all my life decisions. See you guys later.
Bye. I just like hope the director doesn't catch you in time. When he just like, he took her to the sniper rifle and was just like picking him off. I was like, nice.
That was sick.
Nice.
The sword guy who was almost as strong as Yor, but that's only because she was like thinking about things.
She was thinking about things. She was distracted.
After she like grabbed a sword and broke it, which also he cut into her chest.
Yeah.
And it looked, I was like, ugh, here we go. Classic anime. It's going to cause her shirt, not that I'm complaining, causing her shirt to pop open. We're going to see Yor's like cleavage. No, but just cut her and cause her to bleed. I was like, oh, okay, that was
different. Okay, all right, I'll take it. That's cool.
I was like, all right.
You think when someone breaks your sword with their bare hand, you'd give up at that point. But you know what? Credit to that assassin. He kept trying.
Yeah.
Looks like the next episode he's going to try again because like he didn't get obliterated.
Oh yeah, he did.
In the preview, he's in it.
Oh man, I forgot.
Because he managed to you saw it. He managed to credit to him. He's really good. He managed to block actually. He managed to block the kick.
Yeah.
So she fucking bashed him into the ground.
Yeah, his head like literally bounced off the steel.
Yeah, he pretty much stopped himself from dying.
Yeah, there's a bomb in the next episode. It looks like Lloyd's got to do some stuff next episode too. Nice.
Watches nothing.
Yeah, this episode was just really good. It was like you said, it was like a Yor episode, and we kind of needed that.
Yeah, we really did. I mean, because it's been a Yor arc, and I've really enjoyed that because a lot before this was a Lloyd arc.
Yeah,
and Yor was there, and she was doing her own thing and all that stuff. But, we had an entire arc where an episode where Lloyd was partnered up with Frost, and he was doing the tennis stuff, and Yor wasn't even part of that.
Yeah,
until the end when she utterly obliterated Frost at tennis.
Yeah,
which was amazing.
She just obliterated the ball.
Yeah. Well, no, she made contact.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Was
I was like, if this hits me, I'm dead.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
So yeah,
it was really good. And I was gonna say one more thing. Oh, also the whole Yuri thing with the herbal tea was just.
Oh, I know.
Incredible.
I know. Honestly, if JJK wasn't as good as it is, this might be my anime of the year. Over Demon Slayer and a lot of the other stuff we reviewed.
Because My Hero's still in that category.
I know it is. My Hero was really good this season. That's tough. That's tough because this was a season that My Hero brought me back on board. Yeah. I remember we talked about that.
It is tough. I agree with you on level because that Spike's Family is like perfect.
It is.
It's just like it never fails. Yeah. It's always good.
It's so reliable. Like I'm always ready. Every week I'm so ready to watch this shit. Like I know I'm not going to sit down and watch a bad episode at all.
I might agree with you on that because it's just like the characters are great and we get everything. Like look at this episode, we got sick fighting, and good animation for it too. Yeah. Like
so it's tough. My up there with My Hero, that'd be a tough one. JJK obviously beats both of them, no problem. Obviously, like no problem. It's not a competition. It's not a competition.
No, this year it's
we should have a second category for like best anime of the year. That's not JJK.
It's like one of those things. It's like the One Piece thing where it's like, or like if you watch sports, like when the Patriots were winning for those like 20 years. And Bill Belichick should have won Coach of the Year probably like every year, but you're just like, you know what? We already know. It's like One Piece. It's like, we already know this is the greatest anime.
Yeah.
So like, it's not even in the category
Exactly. Yeah.
And JJK it's not even close. It's not even close. Not even close.
They're putting out episodes that are 30% done and they're the best animation I've seen in my life. So like, it's no fucking shot.
But I agree with you. Spike's Family is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
All right. And let's move on to the last anime, Shangri-La Frontier.
Season 1.
I love this show. This episode is a simple episode. Not much to talk about it, but I just want to state it again and again. I love this show.
The show's awesome.
I think this is, if there's a category for underrated anime of the year, this is it.
That is what hidden gems.
Hidden gems.
That's what we should do. This is so good.
It's so good. If you are not watching it, you're a nerd. You're watching the podcast probably.
Yeah.
Watch the show. Like
seriously, this show is fucking spectacular.
It's
one of those ones every week where it's like I know it's still new, but like I'm always excited to watch it. Like there's no fail. There's not been a failed episode.
Nope. This one was like a super simple one too.
Yeah. Well, he went to a new area, he expanded and all that. He got Saiger Zero made her move.
I love that.
She was like, oh my god, I was dying laughing when she did like, oh, we're friends now. Yes.
Yeah, I know. It was so good.
And then it just cuts to the shopkeep lady. It's like, tell him how you feel.
Yeah. She's like on a cliff with like a wave. She's like,
I forgot about that.
Son, I did it.
I forgot about that. Oh my god!
But I love when she sends a friend request, and she's like, and he's like, what's up with this guy? And this is when you realize he's a girl. She's like, he's like, man, I can barely hear you. Wait a minute, is she a girl? And I was like, first of all, he's just Sunraku is just great, and Namul is just great. But when they're running around the little cloth thing, the start of the episode. Let's talk about the start of the episode.
Okay.
I can't remember the group. The player killer group.
Ashrakai.
First of all, their leader definitely is weak.
100%.
Yeah.
That douchebag haircut.
Yeah, I know. Once again, I'm really, really digging the old style animation.
Me too.
Like how they look like characters from like 90s anime, but like updated.
Yeah.
Their group looks super dumb actually. Really I thought they'd be way cooler.
They're player killers.
I know. Yeah.
And they're like not weak player killers, but they're like kind of like, ooh, well, now we don't really player kill anymore because of the update.
It's too hard.
Yeah, because of the patch update. Because they get that debuff now for X amount of time every time they kill a player. Which good. You guys suck.
Yeah.
You wanted to spawn kill Sunraku till he told you about the unique quest shit, and then you're sitting on unique information yourselves.
I know. Yeah.
Assholes.
Yeah, I know. They know the spawn thing for the wolf or whatever.
I don't think it's the wolf. I think it's the other one.
Oh, the other one. Whatever.
The one, the shrine, the grave guardian. It's one of the T.
Oh yeah,
well, we saw the core of its pauldron.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When she was talking, I think that's what she was talking.
Also,
about.
That's another cool thing about I thought about Pencilgon getting her backstory.
Yeah,
like, she's got more to this going on. I'm like, oh my god, this show's so good.
Yeah. Also, she was the center of mini theater.
I know. She's a famous model that everyone thinks is pure and elegant.
And then it's like the moment she gets in there, she's a player killer, which is more accurate to her personality.
Yeah. Which only made her hotter.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna stick to Saiger Zero on this one. Thank you very much.
Well, at least the one I'm picking is like 24.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, I think that's actually her age.
That's actually her age. Oh,
yeah, they said it was like 24. Yeah.
What is she doing hanging out with high schoolers? God, that's so weird. Maybe she should get a life. Anyways,
she was awesome. Her backstory is sick
Yeah.
and everything, and like that gravestone and all this.
Yeah,
What
with
is
with
this?
the no, that
No.
is the spawn requirement for.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think because she was talking about you need one of the colossi, and she said it was the grave guardian. And that's when we saw the cauldron of it. I think that's what she's talking about. Like, I don't think they're talking about the wolf. I think they're talking about.
She said she needed to get revenge for somebody or something that, like, she's like Setacon.
Yeah, I know.
Setcan, like, must have been like a master of hers in the game or something.
Right. Yes, I know what you're talking about, and I think that's what she's talking. Like they.
Maybe revenge on that thing.
On that thing, yeah. I don't. They didn't say the wolf specifically. So, and then like the only thing they brought up was
Colossi.
like, yeah, and she's like, no, she's talking about it, and she's talking about the colossi. Yeah. And how she wants to kill that one. Yeah. So, and that, I mean,
yeah, that's what. Like,
it makes
what
sense.
is this all about?
Yeah, and it makes sense that they would know. It makes more sense that they would know the spawn requirement for that, since just based on the name, it sounds like it has a specific location where it needs to spawn at this gravesite. So.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's super interesting. The show is so interesting.
Yeah, the show is so good.
I just went on a 5-minute tear about you, like about things I don't even know anything about. Yeah. I'm just fantasizing about it all.
But like to go over this episode really simply, because there's not too much to talk about. This is something I love about the episode. So we get the whole opening part where like he's running around and Saiger Zero.
That was great. Super smart.
Luckily finds him.
Dumb luck.
Love it. I love when she first appears and then him and Amul are like and Amul's like drinking the mana potion.
I know.
Amul is such a great.
There's like when she was like when they're running away from something, she goes like, "Oh gracious!"
Yeah,
I was dying. I died laughing at that. I replayed it a few times.
This episode it nails the video game aspect so well. They go into this new area, and all he's doing is grinding and fighting new monsters, finding new materials, and that's all the episode really was, which I love because that's exactly what it's like. Except when the beetle is fighting, the quad beetle is fighting the Empire bees.
Yeah,
and. He's doing like the commentating. He's like, "No, move for the color commentating." It's like,
I don't know.
And he's like, and then he's like, all mad about it. Then he goes back. He's like, "What do you think?" And she's like, "It's a really big bug." And he's like,
"You're so bad at this. You're so bad at this." That was killing me. And now we also know about a whole new area too. Like we have a really good understanding of a whole new area,
which we thought he was going to end up in the Iron Fort.
I know, yeah, but he got us.
He got us. Yeah,
he fooled us. He fooled us. That was really, really good. I'm pumped to see this area boss too.
The clown spider.
Yeah.
Which, why?
Because it's a funny clown face.
I know, but I'm like, that's such a. In my mind, I was like, "Oh, I'd make something like that." Which
of course you would.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, let's make clowns and spiders and combine it together.
There we go. There we go.
I can't wait to see that. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see who is this blonde hair girl in the opening. It's either Saiger Zero or it's his buddy that we have not met.
Yeah. I'm pumped to figure out what that is though.
But he's just, it was just
it's not Saiger Zero. No, the assassin. It's not the assassin lady. It's not Saiger Zero though. You think without her helmet, that's what she looks like?
In the game, I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point.
And maybe this episode had me kind of like maybe thinking that like she'll take off her armor and like debuff herself so she can hang out.
Oh my god, that would totally happen.
Because he didn't want her to come with her.
Yeah, he doesn't want a power level.
Yes.
That would totally happen.
So I wonder if she'll debuff herself so she gets to play the game with him and maybe that would be like suggested is like it's like, well, you can't, well, then you can go through the game in a new way with him.
Yeah, she makes a new account or something like that too.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't make a Smurf account.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The show is so good.
Yeah, the show is so good. And Son Raku is such a great character. I can never get enough of him.
I know. I was dying laughing. He was like, ooh, look at that. That looks like a lootable item. And he goes and tries to kill the butterfly. I was like, oh my god, of course.
Also, the Mimic Mantis. What a cool character. What a cool
awesome,
creature.
Yeah. And the quad beetle. When he's like, oh my god. It was just, the whole area was great. I'm really pumped for the next episode. And Ashura Kai can go fuck themselves.
Yeah,
what
suck.
A terrible group.
I can't wait to see that guy fight though, because he definitely seems like he's gonna be weak.
Ocelot or something like that. Yeah,
he's gonna be weak.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
They all seem pretty weak now.
Honestly, minus the one girl, Pencil Gone. Yeah, but other than that, I don't know. It's because they're doing stupid stuff. It was like, oh, we're just leveling by encountering them. We're not even trying to fight the Colossi. It's like, so you stupid. Cowards. Yeah, you so cowards. Stupid. At least join a guild that's trying to kill them.
Yeah. Also, I was just about to say something. First of all, he's definitely gonna be. I totally agree with that. They're just like, oh, why would we even try? It'd be a waste of our items.
Because they're shortcut players.
They're weak.
That whole speed short they're shortcut players. They're not real players.
They're weak and stupid.
Yeah.
But this is what I want to ask you. What do you think is cooler? Because I know which one I think is cooler. So I just want to see what you think. What do you think is cooler, the Vorpal swords or his marsh swords?
That's really tough. I think I know one's stronger than the other, but I think I like the Vorpal blades more.
Oh, okay.
I think
I
they're
like
cool. They're
the
cool.
martials
They're sick. Don't get me wrong. I think I love the design from them. But I don't know. Sometimes when he has the Vorpal daggers out, I'm just like, ooh, they're simple and they look sick.
They look cool, but my only problem with them that annoys me, and I wish he would just make them a little stronger, is that they're always broken.
Yeah.
I wish they weren't always like broken.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just like get one? Because they look so cool.
They really do look cool. Yeah.
But I do really like the ones he's using.
Oh yeah, the Marsh blade. Was because there's better Vorpal blades.
Yes, they're
like,
so cool looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the critical marker.
Oh, he just slamming it over and over again.
Yeah.
Once
again, I have to say it because I say it every episode, and once again, I say it. The music in the show is so good. It's so, when they were like running around, the music was so just like fun, like who got ya, like do 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 do, and then like when they're in the like the, I'm like, oh my god,
this is so good.
Whoever is doing it, get this person on more animes.
Yeah,
get them on more animes. They know the vibe
rule.
that needs to be playing.
Oh yeah,
like a lot of shows lack music. Pretty aggressively, actually. Now that I think about it, it's like something I never noticed watching shows, and this is the only show. JJK obviously killed it recently with the "You Are the Special." Yeah. We're putting it mid-episode, which only got memed. But
I know. End of the episode, or no, it was end of the episode, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, regardless, when it shouldn't have been there, but it was great. It was awesome.
It fit, and it was awesome.
Oh, it was amazing.
Really enjoyed it.
I love when people put Lost in Paradise over it. I want to die.
Yeah, it was so good. But the show's just nailing it. I can't wait for next episode. It's gonna be awesome.
Yep, it's going to be. What an anime.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.